short distance or long distance, and it looks
Yeah,
like it's going to be the long distance here.
looks like it. And this could lead once again to a longer game here. So let me just input the score and switch the scenes and introduce the first player. In the lower right position we have from Team Mouse Control, it is Top Shooter, the yellow Protoss.
Indeed, and his opponent in the top left, from, in this case, Team 2legit2quit, he is Yona.
What is his normal maternal team, actually?
I think he's currently on Lowland Lions. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure he is.
okay. Because the tag at his name
Yeah,
says something to the effect of VW.
I don't know. I really don't.
So
Yeah, I
I'm a
really have no idea.
little bit confused here.
It might just be for funsies. I think he also joins AT Gaming in some of their team leagues when they need another player. So there's all sorts of arrangements being made within Dutch StarCraft to that reason. We actually have an early probe heading towards the base of
Yeah,
Yona.
this is
And there is a pylon in the natural top shooter, so this
looks
might
like
be. Yeah. So he wants a scout.
he wants to scout, and looks like this is going to be a forge expansion. Otherwise, I mean, pylon on the low ground, scout straight after the pylon. This looks like a nexus before forge. And Yona should know. But also, you know, sometimes Protoss players do stuff like they build the pylon on the high ground, especially on longer maps where it takes longer for the overlords to scout the front, and then they send the probe directly after the pylon to fool their opponent into thinking this is a forge expansion. And it looks like it's working out because Yona is responding correctly to this. He's getting a pull first instead of a hatchery. He's not going to risk a cannon rush. There's a nexus, and that's going to be followed by a forge just about now.
Yeah, so in the end, this is a very standard play by top shooter. He just wanted to really scout and annoy his opponent as much as possible, and has managed to do that. He slightly delayed the natural hatch of Yona, and he got his own nexus first going. So, very nice starter for him. You know, if by doing such an early scout, you kind of force the Zerg to get a pull before hatch, because they do not want to get reactively cannon rushed.
No. You wouldn't want to do that. Now the probe has been found. The Zerglings are trying to block its escape and probably will kill it before the probe reaches the safety of the Protoss territory. But that's okay. That's okay. Speed for the Lynx is a long ways off, so, and the map is really big. So I think if Top Shooter really wanted, he would not have any problems to get another probe out on the map. In fact, he's already doing so. He's sending one towards the bottom. So probably he'll try to set up some proxy pylons for warp-ins for later stages of the game. And he should have no problems doing that.
No, none whatsoever. We see Yona going for the quick third. So far, I think quick thirds in the series we've casted today have not gone all that well for the Zerg players.
Yeah, I have to agree with that statement.
So I really want to see if Yona manages to, do this entirely different. I do know that very signature-like for Yona is when the time is right, he gets a couple of Zerglings and just scouts everywhere out on the map. Top Shooter does still have a probe out on the map. He doesn't place any pylons whatsoever. So yeah, I really wonder if Yona's going to be able to spot this in time. And oh, this probe, where is it heading, man?
I don't know. It's
Is he gonna proxy some tech, maybe? He just finished up a cybercore, I think.
I think
Yeah.
it's hiding. To be quite honest, I think the probe's hiding.
Yeah, it's hiding. Okay, because the cybercore literally just finished for top shooter.
Oh,
So
there's the Stargate, but it's being put in the main base. So, very standard opening. We're going to see a sentry, no doubt, being built out of the gateway. There we go. And it should be Phoenixes once the Stargate finishes. It's a little bit too late for Oracles. There are going to be a lot of Queens out for Yona with this opening with the slow gas at the start. Metabolic boost will be done in about a minute, and then we should see the lair going up with the next supply of gas. I wonder, taking a third on this map. What do you think about taking a third with a Stargate opening from the Protoss perspective? I think it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah,
this
it is
map.
quite dangerous, and you really need to know what your Zerg opponent is doing, simply because you can get stretched thin by speedling attacks. Of course, the
Wait a
natural
minute. A Void
Void Ray?
Ray?
Yeah, Void Ray indeed. That's an interesting choice. Usually it's either an Oracle or Phoenix first, but
Yeah.
this might coincide into some sort of timing. But usually if you go for a Void Ray, then you use it to secure your third. So I would expect a third base here coming out of top shooter.
Hmm.
I like the creep strat by Iona, by the way. It's really important that you connect your third with creep. The third he chose is a bit closer. Yeah, compared to the one on the left, which you can also take, which is a bit further back, and by that means, it takes a bit longer for the Protoss to reach. But the third that he currently has is currently quite well defended.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it has the possibility of being well defended. He's also put a Ling at his opponent's third in order to check. And here comes the first Void Ray, and it's actually... okay, now it finally attacks the Overlord. I was like, wait, isn't that in range? But it wasn't.
Oh yeah, Void Rays are stupid like this. You see, their attack range is slightly less. I don't know if it's a matter of the AI or a matter of range versus sight, but sometimes it happens even with Phoenixes too, that they fly past a unit, they see it, like you see the unit in their vision, right? But they don't attack. The aggro is just not there, even if they're on attack move. They just like fly past. 4 additional gateways going up for top shooter, I think he's actually going to attack with 2 or 3 Void Rays and just start warping in mass zealots. Look at his bank in terms of minerals. He's got 1.5k almost. A lot of gateways. This could hurt Yona pretty bad, but
Yeah, but Yona is aware of the warpins, of course, and is already starting to produce roaches and lings, and he has really good creep spread. Hydralisk then is underway, which, well, if he gets it in time, we'll actually be able to stop. I'm actually surprised he didn't get a Hydra Dent earlier against the Void Rays, but I guess he, like I did, anticipated that these Void Rays would be used to secure a third and not aggressively, because this is a bit of a weird timing, let's be honest.
This is a weird timing. I have seen this being done in the past by a couple of players, and if it catches your opponent off guard, the Zerg player, then you absolutely smash him, because those Zealots with +1, they kill all the Lings, and the Void Rays, they kill all the Roaches. You just have to get rid of the Queens first. That's the problematic part of this push. And look at Yona, he's even positioning Spore Crawlers at the front aggressively. I really like this.
Yeah, and his Hydras are already out on the field, and that's really going to make a big change. If you can keep the Roaches alive, or at least the Hydras alive, and have their DPS, do the work. Okay, it looks like top shooter is just about ready to hit. He needed to add on a couple more stalkers. Uproot from Yona with the Spine Crawlers. Not sure if I really like this, because top shooter can still go around it or just pounce on them while they are unrooted. More Hydras on the way, but none of the upgrades really have finished so far. Looks like engagement is happening now. Most of the Zealots not doing all that much actually, but the Hydras are dealing a lot of damage, and the Zealot wall is just falling. Finally, the Spine Crawlers get chewed through. There's still a couple of Roaches up left, and top shooter needs to retreat.
And the Void Rays are falling one by one. The Stalkers will not hold out very long versus the Hydra Roach Queen combination. Oh, top shooter just did not have enough Protoss with him.
Nope.
And he's warping in a couple more units here and there, but ultimately this is not going to work out for him, as Yona is relentlessly pushing him back. Top shooter types a G, and that means 2legit2quit. Destroy their opponent. 3, 2, 1.